Hi there, my name is Roberta Girdler, and I'm a Canadian international student in my fourth year of the Animation, Motion Design, and VFX program here at Munster Technological University. Over the last year, I've had the pleasure of creating my short film, Origin of the Voyager, as my final year project. It is a colorful and bright short film that follows a mountain climber named Ollie. In the beginning of the film, their objective is very clear to reach the top and collect the coin. However, once they have achieved this, there is a moment of sadness, boredom, and wondering of what happens next. Before this feeling can resonate too long, another coin catches their eye, and the feeling of drive and determination returns as they are run off to their next objective. This story is one that people all over the world can relate to, and one that I personally connect deeply with as an artist. When I originally pitched this idea, I joked about how I would finally understand the depth of my story after I worked tirelessly for 7 months to bring it to life. That was no joke. Overcoming every obstacle I have faced creating this film has put me directly in Ollie's shoes, allowing me to feel pride, joy, and even emptiness that comes with achieving a goal. Ironically, my vision for this film came to me while I was completing a short film last year at St. Clair College in Canada. I could not get the color palette and character design out of my head, and I knew I needed to bring it to life. I was heavily inspired by retro style video games that are created with pixel art, such as A Short Hike, as well as Pixar short films. I love how they don't often use dialogue and instead use color, music, and facial expressions to tell a story. These are the original character designs and concept art I created for my pitch, which I have pretty much stayed true to. Throughout my education, I have come to realize working in 3D and specifically 3D modeling is what I want to do professionally. In the 3 years before I attended Munster University, I worked solely in Autodesk Maya. I love this program, however, upon graduating, I felt the strong urge to learn a new software, Blender. Origin of the Voyager became my 7-month long crash course. I taught myself from the ground up and made every single component for my film. This includes modeling, texturing and lighting, VFX, rigging, and finally all the animation. I spent hours and hours on YouTube teaching myself from other amazing creators that make tutorials online for free. After all these months, I can confidently say somehow I am fully versed in Blender, and yet I have only just scratched the surface of what I can create using it. With no surprise, I am most proud of my environments. I enjoyed modeling it all so much, and it is exactly what I had envisioned I would create. Problems that need solving always come up when modeling in 3D, but that is what I love to do, and it is my favorite part of this art medium. When it comes down to it, there are some parts of this film that I'm not as proud of. Rigging is something that have always been extremely difficult to me, and unfortunately, because of that, my animation suffered alongside it. I originally thought having an extremely simple character would allow rigging and animating to be just as simple, but I was wrong. All my past knowledge in rigging was with humanoid models. I had never dealt with little Ollie limbs and imaginary anatomy. This is one of my bigger mistakes in judgment that I made, and I would love to rework Ollie's rig in the future to make the animation much more dynamic and even add a few scenes that I had to cut because of time constraints. All in all, I'm so happy with this final year project. I was fortunate enough to work alongside Peter Duda, Robert Harrington, and Ben Lynett on the music and sound, which really brought this film to life, and with my mentors Marty Boylan and Enda Grennan, who trusted me and my vision from the very beginning and were always there to offer support when I needed it. So thank you to all my teachers and new friends at Munster University for giving me such a warm welcome to your school, as well as the beautiful town of Tralee. Although this year was a little strange, I will always treasure the memories made here with you all and my time spent in Ireland. Thank you so much for listening.